What is feeling of failures and how the we can handle the failures in a process of life if we are growing to the next level. It's not easy to be get a success always. Sometimes we have to face the failures also. Without failures, without getting failed out, you cannot develop yourself to the next level. This part of hardcore of life. Handling the failures is the really very important situation of any individual. Handling the failure means you have a actually the feeling of sentiment, attachment, what we did. You wanted to get a success in your life, but somehow things are not falling in place. And by default, sometime you are getting a failures. But in my view, failure is just a next step. Getting a failures, getting a fail in your life is not like a permanent failures. It's kind of ladder where you can create a success of next episode of your life. If you are getting failed out sometime due to your reason, due to the another reason also, so don't feel ashamed, don't feel very bad. This is temporary situation of your life. So handling the failure is all about your confidence, your mind skill to manage the situations. If you ask me, in my life, I had a chance to get failed in my life during my education also. I always remember the time when I had a situation. I had a very less marks in 12th examination, and you can say like I was fully depressed that time. Then I have decided why cannot I can give a next exam. By default, I achieved very good marks in my 12th examination. Although this was a failure, but what I did ultimately, I make this failure as a successful. Earlier, I was struggling to get a 70% of marks. I closed that with 85%. This is the success. Although I had a failure in my life, but how I manage the situations. Presently, also day-to-day activity, we are keep applying for the new job and soft skill. So many things are happening around. I keep applying it out, and believe me, whatever the interview I'm going to take, sometime I'm getting a failed out, sometimes not having. But if I feel that really I have failure, I cannot get a success. Every interview, every steps of my life is just a kind of new learning for myself to cultivate and dictate myself to the next level. So the present situations, since I'm driving to take my life to the next level where I'm currently standing. Obvious, this is not a simple task. Let's say I'm earning a 2 lakh per month. I wanted to jump towards a job called 5 lakhs per month salary. It's not easy game. It's like we are looking for the growth. Obvious, we have to go through the many failures in life, and ultimately the failures, the situation of getting failed, will cultivate a new success mantra of our life. Similarly, whenever our life is like a tip of hills, once you go up, if you see the tip of the hills, what? Once you go up, you have a lesser competition, but your competition will be tough. You are going to compete with very unique persons. Although you are fighting for the below the crown, if you see the Maslow hierarchy, I'm just trying to remind that kind of hills and tip. If you want to go on tip of the triangle, then you have also the less applicant there, but your competition will be tough. It's very easy to crack the down of the triangle, but it's very difficult to crack at the tip of the triangle, mean top of the triangle. So this is the situation. So if you talk about future, obviously the future life, since I'm looking for big, I'm trying to big a story in my life. It's very difficult we have to face more and more and competitive situations. I have not to see, since I'm a general manager now. My current situation is a general manager. I have to compete minimum general manager of the most of companies. But I'm looking for VP. I'm looking for the MD. I'm looking for the CEO of any company. In that case, that seats are at the top position of any organizations. But you have a not that much position in hand. You have to compete. The competition will become tougher, tough for you. In that situations, no need to worry for that. Might be you're getting a one step, second step, third step, getting failed out. Don't feel bad. Handle the failures. Again, I'm taking that as a talent. You have to handle the situation. You have to handle the failures, and by default, you will be achieving. You're going to achieve your goal. What you're looking for. This is the situations. In my view, the handling the failures is just like a learning, going from one step to next step, cracking, going for the ladder, one step to next step. This is what handling the failures. Thank you so much.